Welcome back to another edition of F1 2016 Career Mode. This is round 8 at Azerbaijan, the Baku Grand Prix. We've started the grid on pole position. We had a good qualifying session. We did struggle in Q2. We went out on the super softs, couldn't get the lap time, was 14th, had to use another set of ultra softs which we was hoping to save. Had one run at it in quali. I managed to get pole position by about 3/10 of a second almost over our teammate, and I think we got another car alongside us. We'll have a look in a second. Not one of my favourite circuits this. It's a very tricky, it's sort of like an extended Monaco with barriers everywhere, but an extremely high speed straight which can create some overtaking opportunities. So we're hoping for a good race. We're starting with light rain, so we're on the inters. It's going to be very tricky. I've turned off the racing line. I use it in the practice. So this is my first laps. I've really not done the homework here that I should have, and put in the mileage, get my braking zones to a T. But we're going to go into this blind, seeing as it's wet, and just see how we get along. So here's the starting grid. I'm on pole position with Jenson alongside us. We've got the two Williams just behind. They had good pace, but over a second off quality time, which is quite concerning. So yeah, we're looking at a two-stop race, but we do expect it to go dry later, so that's going to mix things up. Here we go, and away for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's not the best of starts, still managed to maintain the lead. Keep it nice and clean there, early on the power. And got a very clean start. Built a nice little lead over one corner. So this is where you've got to be really careful picking a braking zone like this. Slowed it down a bit too early there, but better to be cautious than lose the front end. Must say I was quite enjoying this sort of like weather. Did loosen up the car a bit. We're going moving on later in the lap. Got the got Button behind us with Massa chasing us down. I love this corner here. Get it right, very rewarding. Touch the wall there. So moving on to lap 5 now. Got a little bit of a gap there over second place. Doing quite well, getting in the rhythm, getting the lap times in a minute. Here we go, fastest lap of the race, moving into lap 6. Now on later in lap 7 here, going through the mid sector. This little section of corners is so tricky here. Find it, just feed the car through, just try and fit it through the gaps hard enough. And here is where you need to be very patient on the throttle, otherwise you can lose a lot of time if you oversteer wide. I learned that quite a few times in this race. This is a nice series of corners, high speed, coming to a heavy braking, sharp turn. Use as much as the curb as possible there. So coming in here for our first stop on lap 7. So we stayed out a lap longer than the other cars because they did pit before us, but I didn't want to take any risks. I've thrown away a lot of races by pitting too early, going onto the dry tyre, and not being able to get the traction down. But we've left it a lap late here, and we're now in P2. So Bottas has jumped us. Moving on to lap 10, we're still in P2 here, trying to close the gap up to Bottas, but he does have serious pace, so I'm finding it very difficult at the present time. He is on the faster tyre as well, soft tyre. So we got a bit of a ding-dong battle behind us here. Very nice and early, try and cover the line, but still managed to one ride. Compromised our exit, got Perez all over the back of us. And yeah, that was a poor corner. Perez has got through. But now Lewis up our gearbox as well. Quite a bold move there. Lucky we didn't collect both of us. Still alongside us, nudges us back for good measure. And he gets better purchase off the corner. We'll take it easy here. Try and get a run on him now. And here we go, on to lap 14. We had a virtual safety car, which mixed things up. We're still on P3. And away we go again. 12 laps remaining here. Got another car out of the race. It's on to lap 17 here. So we have moved up a place. I can't remember if it was for a pit stop or what. We was going to come into the pits anyway. Now we've got massive damage. I think we've got punctures, we've got a broken front wing. We did pit a few laps before as well, I do think. Look at that for time, and safety car comes out behind us, follows us down the pit lane. That's good news for us, it'll let us catch up some ground. So we've overtaken the safety car, we've caught back up to the pack. This is lap 22 of 26, so we don't have long to really make up any ground. We're in P15 now out of 17 runners. We've lost quite a few cars, so it's going to be really tricky to try and get any points out of this race, but we need to get something. So we go, going green anytime. This is where we can really make some ground up on these few corners here. Good drag, late braking there. Made up 2 places. Make it stick. Yes, lovely. Thank you very much, Master. I'll see you later. Alright. Comes back at us. Cheeky. The old timer's not giving up anytime soon. He's coming back up the inside. Thought better of it.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I know I can get points out of this, but I need to clear cars very early. Late brakes. Too far back. Let's corner that right on the limit. Run it wide like I was talking about earlier. It did cost me time. Cost me exit speed out of this corner. This is where we can make time on this corner here. Brakes so late compared to the AI. Damaged the front wing though. We've got a place for it. Up to P12. Onwards we go. We have 2 laps left after this. Let's push on. So midway through lap 24. Still in P12. It's not looking good for points at the minute. Here we go on the straight here. Look at this train of cars. I think we had the virtual safety car. And we're up to P8 after that. That was a lovely run now. We've got cars in our firing distance now.
Our gap to the car in front is 0.6.
This will be important for the championship, these type of points. Good couple of corners there. It's quite tricky, you've got to really play in blind. Oh yeah, sorry, that's the race finish. So we're gonna get any more, are we? Up to the line. And oh, let's got Daniel.
Not our best day by any means.
I agree, Jeff. Not the best day at the office, but we managed to salvage a couple of points. Our biggest rival and our teammate Jenson, he's won the race, so he's going to put him within a couple of points of the championship lead. It must do.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be. Here come the top
So
three
Jenson,
then,
Sergio,
out on
and
the
Lewis on the
podium.
podium.
After a fascinating
1, 2,
Grand
3.
Prix. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Jenson further clear at the top. It was also a standout performance from...
So yeah, it was about 2 points, I think, behind, sorry, of Jenson, but he's taking the championship lead now. You can see our development there is looking pretty strong, so it's just me not extracting the pace out of the car, because you can see Jenson doing it. Lewis Hamilton just further behind by 34 points, and then there's a big gap to the rest of the pack, so it's a three-way title scrap, I would say now. Yeah, let's hope for better in the next race, and I'll see you again soon. If you like the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for the latest videos when I release them, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.